Hello, my name is Trevor Chalene, and I'm a space educator with my one-person company, Plateau Astro, here in Montreal. And I'm here to tell you about a cool event coming on Monday, April 8th, here in Montreal. We're going to see a total solar eclipse. This is when the moon fully blocks out the sun in the middle of the day. So, I have the sun here, I have the earth here, and here I've got a little moon right here. So the moon, each month, does an orbit or a circle around the earth. And some months, sometimes, the sun, the earth, and the moon all perfectly line up. So on Monday, April 8th, starting at 2:14 p.m. here in Montreal, the moon is going to start blocking the sun. So the moon is going around the earth, and it is creating a shadow over the earth. And it's going to start over the Pacific Ocean. And then the shadow is going to continue over Mexico, the United States, and then over Montreal. So the eclipse starts at 2:14 p.m. in Montreal, and the moment of totality, when the moon fully blocks out the sun, is at 3:26 p.m. However, not all of the island of Montreal is in the path of totality, and neither is Laval. So look online beforehand to see if you are in the path of totality. Laval will get about 99% of the moon blocking out the sun, but not 100%. So if you have the chance, try to get into Montreal to get the full experience. Wherever you are, you're going to need a pair of these solar eclipse glasses to watch the solar eclipse with your own eyes. So during the day of the solar eclipse, you can walk around safely. It's okay. It's all safe to walk around. But whenever you want to look up at the sun, you need to put these on first and then look up at the sun. And that's the only way that you should be looking up at the sun. So have these on whenever you're looking up at it. There is a moment, if you are in the path of totality in Montreal, and you can take these off. It is the moment of totality. And in Montreal, that's going to be at 3:26 p.m. So what will happen is you'll have your eclipse glasses on, more and more of the sun will get blocked, and then just a tiny sliver, and around 3:26 p.m., boom, it'll all go dark inside of your eclipse glasses, and at that moment, you can take off your eclipse glasses and look at the sun and the moon and the total solar eclipse with your naked eye. In Montreal, the moment of totality will last about a minute and a half, so be prepared during the moment of totality to put your eclipse glasses back on. Once the moon no longer is fully blocking out the sun, it'll get bright again, so make sure to look away, put your eclipse glasses back on, and then you can safely look up at the sun again. If you plan on taking any photos with your telescope or with your camera, make sure you do your research online. This could go into very specific detail, but just briefly, what you need is, for your telescope or your camera, a solar filter. If you go to any astronomy shop or likely some photography stores, they'll sell something that kind of looks like this. And this goes on the front of my telescope right here, and then I can safely look at the sun and the eclipse during the eclipse. For a camera, you'll get a filter that is similar to this that goes on the front of your lens like that, and then you can safely take photos with your camera. But please make sure you do your research beforehand, go in store, ask the staff for any of their recommendations so you don't destroy your camera. And please, when you're looking up the eclipse with your naked eyes, make sure you have your eclipse glasses on. The last time we had an eclipse here in Montreal was in 1932, and the next one we're going to have over Quebec is 2106. So make sure you have a plan to go and see the total solar eclipse on Monday, April 8th.